Eagle Nation, training camp is heating up, man. And we got some real dogs out there making noise. Look, man, Moro Jomo is out here wrecking plays. Ringo is getting that A.J. Brown masterclass. And Jalen Hurts, man, well, he had some highs and lows, but when it all mattered, for all the marbles, he was all business. Let's get into every angle of today's training camp.
The funniest is the
Now tuned in, you are now tuned in.
He's the funniest in the world.
To the hottest podcast with your host, Big Holla.
He's the most talented person in our family outside of my dad. He's an audio engineer.
Yeah. This Hotta, and welcome back to the Diamond Cruise Sports Podcast.
Today was intense. Today was insane. The Eagles were pumping crowd noise so loud, you would think it was playoff Sunday already. That's how we prepare. You know what I'm saying? It's all business for us. Look, man, Kenyon Green, who he's been out, was upgraded from DMP to limited. And yeah, man, Jalen Carter is still sidelined with that shoulder injury. But, you know, it didn't slow down this defensive line one bit, man. These guys were making plays and getting after the quarterback. Look, and the quote for today is iron sharpen iron. These guys are going at it like it's week one already. There's so much work to be done. So many position battles that we got to discuss. But first, we're going to talk about my guy, man. Let's start with Moro Jomo. This dude, man, stepped in Jalen Carter's spot while he was out, and he took over. He got into the backfield multiple times and even was able to sack Jalen Hurts in 11-on-11s. Look, man, you can just feel that fire. We needed somebody who was going to step up and replace a Milton Williams. And here we go, man. Moro Jomo, our guy. Also, man, Jordan Davis. Also, he looked locked in, batting down passes and collapsing pockets all day. Look, we know it's just training camp. No pads are on, but we know how this team look in pads. This is what I love about this defensive line. Even when a star like Jalen Carter, he's not out there, and it's just total domination. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, let's talk about our guy, Ringo. He has been rotating in with Adoree Jackson for that CB2 spot. Look, he got beat by A.J. Brown on a deep ball, and he even drew a defensive penalty. But look, man, this is what I want everybody to understand. Let's be real. A.J. Brown is a cheat code. You know what I'm saying? It's almost not fair because no cornerback in the National Football League is going to be able to guard him every play. So I'm not really concerned about that too much. But look, man, we do need Ringo to step up and start making some plays. But let's talk about it, man. Eagles Nation, we got to talk about this dime alignment. This dime alignment that Fangio was cooking up is about to be filthy. It's about to be straight up dangerous for offenses. I need y'all to picture this. Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown holding it down at the safety spot. Two enforcers, you know, who can fly around to the ball. Also, man, Andrew Makuba and Cooper DeJean in the slot. That's called speed, physicality, and coverage instincts all in one. Look, man, this is wild. It's wild to me. These dudes can blitz, cover, and hit like linebackers, all while moving like cornerbacks. Do you hear me? Is that making sense? And let me tell you that, ladies and gentlemen, this alignment is going to feed families. Let me tell you that right now. This alignment gives Fangio the flexibility to confuse quarterbacks, close windows in passing games, and bring heat from anywhere on the field. With Drew and Coop both able to rotate inside and out, this secondary is going to feel like we playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. Look, man, we light years ahead of teams right now, especially when it comes to talent, especially when it comes to scheme. Look, I'm telling you, third and long situations are about to be nightmares for the rest of the league. Against the rest of the wide receiver group, Ringo has been solid. He's learning the hard way. But those AJ and Devontae reps are going to make him a better cornerback. 1% better every day, every rep. Here's a name that I need everybody to know heading into the preseason. Look, Elijah Cooks, former undrafted free agent wide receiver who spent time with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This guy ended practice with a nasty contested grab against Andre Sam. The sideline went wild. A.J. Brown and Danny Gray ran over there to dap him up. You know what I'm saying? Showing them love for making great plays. Look, man, these are the moments where camp legends are made. You feel me? And not the guy who was always making plays, Jalen Reagor. We talking about guys who translate on Sundays. Look, if Cooks keeps stacking D's like this, he's going to earn himself a lot of preseason reps in the spotlight to show the Philadelphia Eagles and every other team in the National Football League that he's ready. Okay, let's talk QB1, man. Hurts had his toughest day of camp so far. He finished 15 to 24 with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. So he's taking care of the ball. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of quarterbacks right now and it's throwing pick after pick after pick, but we know it's just training camp. His worst throw, a deep shot to A.J. Brown where he had a clean pocket, but he just let it, end up a little short. We know that's not like Jalen Hurts, but hey, man, like I said, it's camp. This is what it's for. This is the time where you clean it up, when we get ready for the season. But let's talk about the highlight play. A 30-yard dime over Ringo's shoulder to A.J. Brown. Look, man, absolute money. And in the red zone, Hurts hit Devontae Smith for back-to-back scores. When it counts, Hurts shows why he's that guy and why he's so dangerous, especially when it comes to the deep ball. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league when it comes to the deep ball. Look, man, Nick Sirianni said the defense took the 8-4 win in offense versus defense drills. Nolan Smith had pressure all day. It's going to be a big year for Nolan Smith, and Jahad Campbell is making a strong case for early playing time to start the season. Even with Jalen Carter out on the field, he's sidelined. Fangio's defense is locked in, and they're looking scary. If the Philadelphia Eagles defense is able to keep moving this way, oh, man. Kevin Patullo, man, he gave Jalen Hurts major props today and said he's completing 93% of passes in practice drills. And now, check this out, he's elite at breaking down defenses in the meeting rooms. Patullo also confirmed he'll be calling plays from the sideline this season, which is great. So you can see what's going on. And with this wide receiver room, man, they're planning to air it out even more. I've been an advocate for that. I need to see this team moving the ball consistently through the air and on the ground. So what's the vibe, Philly? I need to hear from y'all. Is Khalid Ringo proving himself, or do you still have concerns? Let me know in the comments. Should Elijah Cooks get some serious preseason snaps? Let me know in the comments. And how about my guy, Moro Jomo, stepping up with Carter out? Are we talking about a breakout year for Moro Jomo? Let me know in the comments. And look, man, drop an eagle in the comments if you're loving these camp battles. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because training camp is just getting started. And we're dropping all the updates, just like I said I would. Eagles Nation. Look, the season is right around the corner. And if you ain't repping Philly the right way, what are you doing? The Who Want Philly hats are flying off the shelf. Look, and they're just not hats. They are statements, a mindset, a way of letting everybody know you ride with the Philadelphia Eagles and the city, no matter what. That's what you're getting with this hat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you grab yours today. Link is in the description. And while you're there, man, make sure you're locked in on all YouTube, on every single platform, because this is where the real Philly talk is happening. The rants, the breakdowns, the energy that ESPN, they just can't give you. You're going to get it right here with Diamond Crew Sports Podcast. I am Hada. Look, man, we're building something special over here. Don't watch on the sidelines, man. Make sure you in the game. You know what I mean? Don't be the one that be like, man, I should have got me one while supplies last. Don't be that guy, man. Look, think about starting your own YouTube channel. Maybe you got some opinions, content, or a business that deserves that spotlight. That's where T4 Films come in, man. We're here to help creators just like you set up channels, shoot, edit, and blow up online, because there's always enough money for everybody. Visit t4films.com. All the links are below. Let's build your channel so you get paid to talk your talk and also walk your walk, man. If you made it this far in the video and you felt like this puppy helped you out, please, man, do me a favor, do the channel a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, man, so you always up to date. But until next time, fly Eagles fly.
Yeah, I got some diamonds on me dancing, looking like they prancing. Always on my BI, we talking about expansion. Looking at a mansion, open up the benches, hanging off the blicket, empty out the sticky, shooting like I'm jamming. Chipwood, this good, sorry that I'm this hood.